What are you? How are you all? Krish, what are you doing in school?
We're doing wait one sec.
Mhm.
We're doing like vertical asymptotes and like horizontal asymptotes of the functions things. It's like 1.7 to 1.11, I think.
That's good to know. So is that easy?
Yeah,
Okay, more of algebra 2 revision, right?
kind of, yeah.
Okay, but Dhwani was talking about limits, right, ma?
Yeah, and that.
Oh, and that is limits easy?
Yeah.
Good to know. Cheryl Shragli, what about you?
We're doing the same thing. We just started the new unit.
New unit means on what, ma?
Like the same thing.
Oh, the same thing that they described?
Yeah.
Okay, how about Lopa and Sushank?
Mm, we didn't do a unit or anything, but because my teacher wanted to like focus on like FRQ2 and stuff.
Oh, okay. So you're not doing it. Okay. So where did we go with the geometric sequence exponential functions that you described last week, ma?
Um, for
No, no, I
school,
just wanted, yeah, go ahead.
we're not doing geometric sequences. Or
Remember last week you said, right? 2.1 they started, right?
oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah, yeah. Sorry, yeah, yeah, yeah. You're right. I mean,
Uh,
my see the thing is my teacher was sick, so we didn't get to cover that. That's why we were doing the FRQ2 like for pre-calc.
I see, I see. Okay,
I
okay,
think we're gonna go over it soon.
okay. Siddhi and Sahil, what are you doing in school?
We're also doing like the functions where you have to factor and find like the x-intercept, y-intercept, vertical asymptote, EBA, and
Then we are good. Okay. So they're doing unit 1 still, correct?
yeah, we're still in the unit 1 of AB.
Okay, that's good to know. Okay, then we'll move on. Okay, that's better. Okay. Sahil, you
Oh, we're learning the same thing.
like the others, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good to know. Okay, let's then move on to whatever I wanted. Meaning, yeah, if you see, last week I had not posted homework at all. I don't know how many of you saw or didn't see. I was a little frustrated when I saw that. You know what? I went 2 hours back, I went to correct whatever you have done. Then only I saw that I had not posted. So it was my bad completely. But please ping me in WhatsApp whenever you see, guys. Okay. Now, what happens is I'll have to space out the rest of the homework as well. Okay, so for today, I'll go ahead and start. I know that we have not covered 1.13, 1.14 of AP Precalc, which is more into function modeling, find out what type of function can fit in. It will discuss all types of functions like step function. It will describe all the rational functions, quadratic functions. So function modeling, we have not done. I know that, but I'm going to skip and get into Unit 2, which I started last week, but I wasn't happy the way it went in the sense I had problems with my board, all this stuff. So I really wanted to make sure we are good there. I know most of you know arithmetic geometric sequences, but given you all from various backgrounds, right? So some of you might feel it as a review, but we'll be fast with that. Okay. Akash, what are you doing in school?
Doing like polynomial functions.
Oh, polynomial functions. Okay. Okay. So let's go ahead and see. Okay, coming to sequences, right? Let's say 1, 2, 4, 8. 1, 2, 4, 8. Now, it can be, the sequences can be finite or infinite. You see? Now, if I say 1, 2, 4, 8, it's finite, right? I call it finite sequence. Here, if it goes on and on forever, it becomes a finite series. Okay. Now, let's go ahead. how about this? Okay. Suppose in case of an arithmetic sequence, I don't want to take this example. So let's go ahead with this 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. What type of a sequence is this? There is a common difference of 2. So we have the zeroth term and first term confusion as well. So I went over what we did as well. So I really wanted to clarify that here. So 2, 4, 6, 8, there's a common difference of 2. So this will be an arithmetic sequence. Whereas here, see, there's a common ratio of 2. So the multiplying factor is always 2. I don't want you to make the mistake. It's always whether it is an arithmetic sequence or geometric sequence. Successive term by previous term is the common ratio. Don't exchange this numerator with denominator. So that's the common ratio of a geometric sequence where it's based on multiplication. You see, the first term multiplied with a number gives you the next term, right? So that becomes your common ratio. Common ratio is successive term by the previous term, successive term by the previous term. Pranav, I did not ask you what is going on in school.
We're doing rational equations.
Okay, so common difference is going to be successive term by the previous, subtract the previous term. Don't confuse with that. If you do the other way, then it will go wrong. Whenever it is a growing sequence, for you not to forget, whenever it's a growing sequence, you will have a positive common difference. Whenever it's a growing sequence, again here, whenever it's exponential growth, your common ratio will be greater than 1. We'll discuss that in detail. Now, let's come to the general format, okay? Coming to the arithmetic sequence, right? I'm going to write out the general format. So an will be equal to, I'm going to start with the zeroth term here. Then I'll say, then my common difference power n. Why? Here, when I start, right, I'm calling this as the zeroth term, okay? But usually, suppose if they don't give me the zeroth term, if they just say, hey, kth term I'm giving, meaning they'll give me, oh, the sequence kth term is 6, okay? Then find out, meaning find out the nth term. So there are a couple of things here. One is they can give the zeroth term or they can give the kth term. Suppose if you are given, let's start the if they give you the zeroth term, the rule goes with an. Nth term will be equal to the zeroth term. One second. Zeroth term. Common difference, zeroth term plus n times d. Any questions on that? I wrote it for g of n. Any questions on that? Why? I can show it to you here. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. We start with 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Suppose my zeroth term starts with 2 to find out my fourth term. Let's say n is equal to 4. I start with 2 here, but then see how many common differences I add. If I take this as the zeroth term, then I'll be adding. For finding the fourth term, I will add n common difference to the zeroth term. 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. So that gives you, so if you are given the zeroth term, the rule with the zeroth term says you have to add n common differences. Now the thing here is okay, here I'm going to give you the kth term. Let's say I have a term whose sequence is written as 2, 5, 8, 11. Let's discuss that. 2, 5, 8, 11. I have a sequence with 2, 5, 8, 11. In this case, when you think about it, 5 minus 2 is a 3, 8 minus 5 is a 3, 11 minus 8 is a 3. Now, let's consider, suppose for the zero term rule said nth term equal to a0 plus How many common differences did you add? N common differences you add. However, when you're given the kth term, let's go ahead before we get into this table. I really want you to understand this 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Now 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, if you're given the kth term, right, and you're asked for, let's say, you're given the kth term. Now, this one is n, this is a of n. So you're given the zeroth term, when you're given the zeroth term, you're always finding for the fourth term, you will add 4 common differences, right? So this is what is the function rule or sequence rule when you're given the zeroth term. Whereas now, if in case we are given the kth term, what do we do to find out the nth term? Let's find out. Now, let's say k value equal to 1 and I'm given the first term of the sequence. So what happens if I want to find the nth term, the same fourth term? What will I do? I will go with whatever is given. The kth term is given plus how many common differences I'm going to add. See, that reduces. That's why the big confusion here. So n minus 1 times d. I'm sorry. This is n minus k times d. Just because it was 1, it was n minus 1. Suppose, next, let's see, they have given the k equal to 2. They have given the second term. And you have to find the fourth term. In that case, what happens? This is a1. Then if it is an, to find out your nth term, let me go back. I'm sorry. So let me go back and put it in red. So nth term will be given by whatever kth term. Kth term is 1, right? Here it is 1. So an will be equal to a1 plus n minus 1 times d, because from the first term, when you look at it, right, to find out your fourth term, you have 3 common differences added. Similarly, let's do one more and see. If you want to find out the second term is given, suppose they've given you the second term and you want to find out the fourth term, how many common differences you're going to add? A2, the kth term, plus n minus k times d, which is 2. You see? So if you go with 2, then 2 to 4, there are 2 common differences. So if you're given the kth term of a sequence, I'm going to rewrite this formula. So an will be equal to, you're not given the 0th term. If you're given the kth term of a sequence, it's going to be k and then n minus k times d. Does it make sense? So,
Miss Priya,
Yama,
how will you know if you're given the 0th term or the kth term?
how do you know if you're, okay, we'll go there, Ma. I'll give you examples, okay?
Okay.
Now, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and find out for this sequence 2, 5, 8, 11. Now, if you consider k equal to 1, right, how do you write out the nth term? So if you're k equal to 1, in this case, let's go ahead and substitute k equal to 1. Here, the sequence is 2, 5, 8, 11, right? So how would I start? I have been given, I'll start with a 2. Let me put it down for you. 2 plus, what is the common difference? 3, n minus kth term is 1. The next one, k equal to 2. What happens? 5 plus 3 times n minus 2. Then 8 plus 3 times n minus 3. Similarly, 11 plus 3 times n minus 4. So we'll go ahead with this. Whenever, let's go ahead and do some samples and you'll clearly understand. Okay, now let's go ahead and try this one. How about this? How about this? I don't want this in here. Let's go ahead and try this one. So here, suppose we are, okay, only thing is, see, this is a decreasing sequence. So how should your common difference be? 7, 2, minus 3, minus 8, it goes on. So clearly, it's a decreasing sequence. Whenever I see a decreasing arithmetic sequence, I have to be sure that your common difference is going to be a negative number. So here, so what will be my common difference? Minus 5. It's always the successive term minus the previous term. So D will be a minus 5. See, now using the kth term, k equal to 1 to set your rule. So here, find an equation for the sequence. So I have to find the nth term of the sequence. So here using the first term to set your rule, meaning we are going to assume that they have given the kth term, that is kth term is k equal to 1. So in this case, I would assume definitely the first term is given here. You see? So here a1 plus d times n minus k, right? K is equal to 1, we know. So an will be equal to 7 plus common difference is minus 5 times n minus 1. Here guys, in pre-calc, definitely I would expect you to distribute, simplify and say the answer. Minus 5n plus 5. So an will be equal to 12 minus 5n. Any questions here? Any questions here? Any questions? See, this is very similar. Okay, if you write it like this, clearly an will be equal to 7 minus 5 times n minus 1. So this is the kth term formula. This is the 0th term formula. Meaning here when you look at it, a0 plus nd, common difference, n common differences are getting added, right? So this one is similar to the 0th term formula. Whereas here this one is similar to Yama. Any questions here? This is similar to the kth term formula. Which one is similar to this is similar to the kth term formula. This is similar to the 0th term formula. Can I move on? We will do a few questions, then you'll clearly understand nicely. Okay. Similarly, for a geometric sequence, the same thing holds good. Let me describe the geometric sequence as well and then go ahead with more problems. In geometric sequence, let's say for an arithmetic sequence, what did we do? A1 plus dn, A0 plus dn we did. Similarly, for a geometric sequence, gn, but here it is multiplication, right? There was addition. Arithmetic sequence is based on addition. Exponential sequence is based on multiplication, right? So here I would say r power of n. R is the common ratio, D is the common difference, N is the nth term, N is the nth term, or AN is the nth term, and then what? D is the common difference, A0 is the 0th term. Here similarly, Gn is the nth term, G0 is the 0th term, R is the common ratio. If they are given the kth term, now they give you the kth term, then I would write it as ak plus d times n minus k. Similarly here, gn, the geometric sequence nth term, will be equal to, they've given the kth term, somewhere in between they have given. So what I would do, r power n minus k. Any questions, guys? Okay, now we'll go ahead and try. How about this? Let's try this out. Let's try this out. When you're okay, here, let's see. When you're not given anything, right? Let's not assume 0th term is given. Okay, now let's see if you're given the sequence 2, 6, 18, 54. In this case, whenever, meaning whatever sequence is given, right, if they have not specified, right, I'll go ahead and say this is my first term that's given. So here, how do I want to write out the rule? Times 3 looks like it's a exponential sequence, right? So I would go ahead and write nth term of this geometric sequence will be equal to, I have been given the first term, meaning it becomes kth term. So I've been given the first term means 2 times the common ratio is 3 power n minus 1. Any questions here?
Miss Priya,
Yeah, ma?
if it doesn't say like k equals to anything, it just means first term.
Yes, we will take it as a first term.
Okay.
Okay, now let's see. We'll see more, then you'll get to know more as well. I just wanted to ward off the confusion that we had last week on that. Let's see this one. Okay, let's say you take k in the same sequence. Let's also say, suppose you are going to take k equal to the third term. So how will the equation become? Gn, the nth term of the geometric sequence, will become, the third term is given to you. So 18 times 3 power of n minus 3. You got it? So this is the same as this. Any questions? Akash, what are you doing in school, Akash?
Not really this. It's like unit 2. It's like unit 2 in one.
You're doing unit 2 at school?
It's like 2.7, I think. I don't know. It was like we were doing polynomial functions, finding like the multiplicity, like the intercepts and stuff.
Okay, okay. That is unit 1.
Oh, but we're doing 2.7. That's what it says on
Okay, maybe your
0.6 and
school calls
2.7.
it differently.
Oh, okay.
Let me as well check. As much as I know, AP pre-calc calls still polynomials, rational functions, all that belong to unit 1. Unit 2 starts with the sequences, arithmetic geometric sequences. It then goes into,
Wait, is regression in unit 1 too?
yeah.
Okay.
Anything related to polynomial rational functions, which was a review of algebra 2, becomes unit 1, is my thought. I can check. Okay, can we move on now? Let's do a lot of problems on this, I feel. Let's see. Okay. Okay, for that matter, guys, I really want you to understand how this works. I want you to see a graph that differentiates arithmetic sequence and geometric sequence. See here? So here, clearly, arithmetic sequence graph. One thing what you need to understand is sequences means discrete points are in the graph. That is something I forgot to say. Arithmetic or a geometric sequence clearly means it's only discrete points. So when it comes to the domain, I forgot to say that. When it comes to the domain of a sequence is different. Domain of a sequence is different. Okay, let's see. Here, this is another arithmetic sequence. This is an arithmetic sequence, right? Here, when you talk about the domain, it's going to be discrete points. Okay, whereas when you come, one second, guys. Sorry, guys. So when it comes to the domain of a sequence, right, you have to remember that it is just discrete points. However, when we get into arithmetic sequences becoming linear functions, geometric sequences becoming exponential functions, there is a big difference. We need to understand that. So when they become exponential functions, when these become linear functions, the domain here becomes continuous. So same, let's say an arithmetic sequence. It can be a sequence or a function, right? Later, they become linear function. Here, your domain will be continuous. It will not be discrete points. So that's the biggest difference between an arithmetic sequence or an arithmetic function. Arithmetic function, the domain is continuous. Arithmetic sequence, it's only discrete points. Similarly, geometric sequence will have only points. Whereas a geometric function becomes exponential function, right? So then when it becomes an exponential function, it becomes the domain of that exponential function is continuous. How about this? 64, 16, 4, 1. For this geometric sequence, would you mind writing an equation? Writing an equation in the sense Gn will be equal to what? Use the kth term formula. Nothing is given here, right? So what do? Let me go ahead and do this one. Maybe I'll give you more. Okay, so here I'll go with the kth term formula. Gk r power of n minus k. Gk will be 64. So I'll be taking as the first terms. Common ratio is what? 16 by 64 or 1 by 4. So this would be 1 by 4 n minus 1 gn. But if you want to go ahead with the zeroth term formula, still you can do it. How you do it? I'll show you. So if you want to go ahead with the zeroth term formula, still that will also hold good. Gn will be equal to, you can calculate. So 1 by 4, right? So it would be 64 times 4, right? 4 4s are 16, 1, 6 4s are 24, 256, right? So what I would do, I would go with the zeroth term formula, means I would write 256 times 1 by 4 power n. Do you think they both are one and the same? They both are exactly one and the same. Why? Because 1 by, see here, this can be written as 64 times 1 by 4 power n divided by 1 by 4, which is nothing but 64 times 4, right? So which is 256 times 1 by 4 power n. So basically, this can be converted to your zeroth term formula as well. This is exactly the same as this. So whenever you're given a sequence, if nothing is mentioned, you're going to take this as the first term. Now, if you want, you can calculate the zeroth term. And if you put in a function, if you put in the nth term of the sequence based on that zeroth term, it will also work. But make sure you calculate the zeroth term and then substitute. Any questions? Okay, let's see some examples now. I want to give you some examples. Let's see. Today, I really want to cover lot more. Let's see. -4, -1, 2, 5. -4, -1, 2, 5. This is an easy one. -4, -1, 2, 5. -4, -1, 2, 5. I want to get the an equation. Whether you use the zeroth term or the first term, you should get the same answer. Yes, Siddhi. Something doesn't feel right to me.
The thing keeps
Why?
disappearing. Okay.
Oh, sorry, it was my bad. Pranav, you're taking it as a zeroth term, right, Pranav? I really didn't want you to make a mess with that. Pranav. Siddhi, it can't be a number, right? It has to be the nth term containing n. Did you get it?
It's the one that had the n.
Okay. Yeah, this one is correct, ma. Akash correct, Dhwani correct, Cheryl correct, I think so. Cheryl correct. But Pranav, okay, guys, here. See, this is the kth term. If you start taking this, this is the kth term. That is the first term. Suppose if you want to go with the 0th term formula, you can still go. Okay. This is plus n times d, right? So you need to calculate your 0th term. What is your 0th term? Let me write down both the formulas. A1 plus n times d minus 1, d minus k, right? So in this case, you're going to plug in minus 4 here. So minus 4 plus n times, the common difference is 3, right? So 3 minus, the common difference is 3 minus k, right? Okay, yeah. So here minus 4 plus 3n minus 3, which will be minus 7 plus 3n. Whereas if you start with the 0th term, you will have to calculate the 0th term. That also gives you the same answer. 0th term here is, it is going to be minus 3, right? So it's going to be minus 7. You can substitute that. But in that case, n times the common difference will be 3, right? So see, you are arriving at the same thing. Only thing is, if you use the 0th term formula, you have to calculate your 0th term formula. Kth term means anything in the given sequence, 1 or 2 or 3, anything you can make use of, you'll get the same thing. How about 9 by 4, 3 by 2, 1. 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 Can we please try this one? Similarly, I want you to do 75. Yeah, we'll do this. You don't need to do more. We'll do this and we'll do 1 by 3. We'll also do this. We'll do complicated questions. 4 by 3, 1, 3 by 4. 4 by 3, 1, 3 by 4. 4 by 3, 1, 3 by 4. I've given you question 1, question 2. I need the nth term of both. It goes on. Okay. I need the nth term of both sequences. Please put question number, answer, and then send it to me. Suppose if they say, hey, please take the first term as the 0th, meaning first one, 9 by 4 as the 0th term, then take it as the 0th term. Otherwise, you're going to take it as the first term only. Let's see. Sahil, I'm waiting for your answer on this one. Yeah, ma, Dhwani, you'll have to simplify this, ma. At pre-calc level, definitely they would expect you to simplify and tell them. Ashrita, I'll help you, Ashrita. What is that question, Ashrita? Dhoni, I'll also help you. I'll simplify and show you. Okay, let's see, ma. Is it first of all geometric sequence or arithmetic sequence? Yes, I will do it on the board. I thought it was a geometric sequence, right, guys? First of all, we need to use Gn, right? Okay. Now, nth term I asked, I didn't give you anything. So I'll take k equal to 1. This is my first term. I'll use the kth term formula. Kth term formula says gk r power of n minus k. This is my formula that I need to use. Now, nth term
Miss
will be...
Priya,
Yama?
isn't it minus 1/2 as the difference?
Oh, it's a geometric sequence or an, I don't know. Let me see. I thought it's immediately as soon as I saw, I thought it was a geometric sequence. Let me see. 2 by 3, right? 2 by 3. When you multiply by 2 by 3, what happens? 2, 3. Yeah. Yeah, it's a geometric sequence, ma. What did you think, Parvini?
I thought if you minused 1/2 from each of them, you could.
9 by 4 minus half is what? No, right? 7 by 4, right, ma?
Oh, my bad.
Okay, so here, as soon as I saw this, see, I often see these two. When I saw that, definitely when I look at it, right, it was multiplied by 2 by 3. So I multiplied mentally and saw, I thought I will get a 3 by 2. So that's why I thought, hey, see, 9 by 4 times 2 by 3 will be equal to what? 3 by 2. 3 by 2 times 2 by 3 will again be equal to 1. So from here, first of all, I decided that's a geometric sequence. To find the common ratio. How to find the common ratio? 3 by 2 divide by 9 by 4. 3 by 2 times 4 by 9. So what happens here? See? So the common ratio is 2 by 3. 2 by 3 means what? It is a decreasing sequence. Decreasing sequence means exponential decay function clearly. See, the numbers are reducing. Do you see? 9 by 4 is greater than 2. 3 by 2 is 1 point something. 1. So drastically it's reducing. So it's an exponential decay function. Having said that, so Gn, nth term, will be equal to Gk. What is my kth term? 9 by 4. The common ratio is 2 by 3 power of n minus 1. If you want to say, this is correct, okay? But if you want to simplify in the zeroth term formula, what you can do, Gn will be equal to 9 by 4. 2 by 3 power n, you can't do anything. But 2 by 3 power of n minus 1, how will you simplify that? 2 by 3 power n divide by 2 by 3. Do you see it? Now you can regroup these two. You see, 9 by 4 divide by 2 by 3 is what? 9 by 4 times 3 by 2, which is nothing but it will become what? 27 by 8 power 2 by 3 power n. This becomes the zeroth term formula. Both are one and the same. So you don't have to simplify here. But in case if they really want, your teacher really wants to simplify, this power of minus 1 is nothing but, see, a power of a, let's say 2 power of a minus b. What will you do to do this? 2 power of a divide by 2 power of b. This is what is written as 2 power of a minus b, right? So remember that. So This minus 1 can be converted to a 2 by 3 in the denominator. Any questions? Any questions, Sahil? Any questions to me?
No.
Okay, so this is fine, this answer. Now coming here, see, as soon as I see this, I thought it's 3 by 4. Yes, because when I multiply by 3 by 4 in the first term, I really get the one term. So R will be equal to 1 divided by 4 by 3, 1 time. Rashita, did you get it, ma?
Yeah.
Common ratio is 3 by 4. Now, my general formula is Gn. I start with my kth term and then say r power of n minus k. So, kth term is 4 by 3. Common ratio is 3 by 4 power n minus 1. However, this is correct. You don't need to simplify. If you want to simplify the other ways, this, see, 3 by 4 power n minus 1 can be written as 3 by 4 power n divided by 3 by 4. Correct? So, same thing I can apply here. 3 by 4 power n divided by 3 by 4. Now, you regroup these two. What happens? 16 by 9, 3 by 4 power n. When you look at this, this is your zeroth term formula. You have n minus k here. This is the n minus kth term formula. Any questions?
Miss Priya,
Yeah.
I don't understand why you're writing the 3 by 4 over the 3 by 4.
Come again?
For the n minus 1, you said that 3 by 4 power n over 3 by 4 is the same thing as 3 by 4 power n minus
You
1.
don't understand how it is written, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Now tell me, ma, 2 power of n minus 1 is what? When do you write? Okay. 2 power of n divided by 2, how can you write? It's the same base, but different exponents, right? How do you write? This is from our old algebra 1.
Miss Priya, can I leave now?
Yeah, sure, ma. Thanks, Dhwani, for letting me know in advance. It really helps me.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye, ma. 2 power of n times 2 power of 1. What do you do, Parvini? This one is written as what? 2 power of
n plus 1.
n plus 1. Good. When it is multiplication, same base, different exponents, you add. When it is division, same base, what do you do?
You subtract.
N minus 1. So 2 power of n minus 1 can be written as 2 power of n divided by 2.
Yeah, I
Divided
got
by
it.
2 power of 1. Right? Similarly, 3 by 4 power n minus 1 can be written as 3 by 4 power n divided by 3 by 4. Make sense?
Yeah, thank you.
Now, let's see. Let's do more problems. I'm not getting answers. I'm a little, I don't know. I really want answers, guys, because I don't know whether you know or not, right? Some of you may know nicely, but then don't want to answer. Some of you do not know and are not answering. So that's something I don't want to see. Let's see. How about this? 1 by 6, 1, 11 by 6, 8 by 3. What is the 34th term? Honestly, guys, I would really take the kth term to be 1. Take the kth term to be 1. What is k? Take k is equal to 2. It's easier to deal with numbers like that. Don't take fractions. Fractions are always confusing for anybody.
Priya, can you
Yeah, ma.
zoom in on the question?
Oh, zoom in on the question. Sorry, ma. Anytime ask. 1 by 6, 1. Is this okay, ma?
Yeah,
Yeah. That is question number 1. Let's see. I would really like all of you to answer, guys. Cheryl, I would like to see your answer. Siddhi, I would like to see your answer. Shri, I'm not able to see you at all, Shri.
Well, I've been sending answers.
Yeah, that is true, but I really want videos as well. You have to simplify. Okay, so yeah, I'm checking. Yeah, for this one, what is the 34th term? And similarly, there's one more question. You want it bigger, okay, let me make it bigger. I really want to complete at least, let's see, I don't know whether it's too much of ask. See, that question is okay, I think, right? First, second, enlarge it and wrote it here. Yama, Krish, correct.
Miss Priya, is mine right?
Krish correct, Shri correct, Siddhi correct, Sushank correct, Shelly correct ma, Sahil correct, Parvini, yeah, 6. Yaram chada.
I think everyone got one of these. I wanted to say the Smarties to eat all together.
Pranav, you're sending, right? Or you already sent, Amma?
I'm sending. It's a bit slow.
Okay. Advik, the first one is incorrect, Advik. I don't know. First week seems incorrect, Advik. The second one seems correct, though. First one seems incorrect. Akash, Lopa, are you doing? Ashrita, I want
Yeah, I'm
answer.
solid.
I sent the first answer, Miss Priya.
You send the first answer, Amma. If you're not understanding, see, my intent is not to do all the problems that you do in school, but at least the basics, if you understand, there should be no problem in getting to questions that is being asked. So the basic logic behind each sequence, the difference between sequence, function, the terms, all these are more important to solve whatever problems given. Akash, Akash, no. The second one is not correct, Akash. Parvini, correct. Shall I do it? You know what? I really want you to do one test prep question. I don't want you to do easy questions. Let's see. Yeah. This will be the type of questions you'll be asked in the exam. Let's see. I will put their names as 1, 2, 3. I'm going to give it to you now. Hold on. I'll wait for other answers. We will do 3 more questions in this sequences itself. This will be the type of questions that you'll be asked in the exam. Let's see. Sahil, correct. Did I miss somebody's answer, Advik? You got it. Okay. It's not that you didn't understand. Okay, great, Amma. Let's move on. How about this? Shagvi, I didn't get your answer. Does it mean that you did not understand or you understood, Ma?
No, I understand. I thought I sent my answer.
You sent, okay. I'm sorry then. Wait. I am thinking that you did not send. I don't know why I thought, but let me see. Shragvi. No, Shragvi, I didn't get yours.
Okay, let me send it again.
Sure. How about this? 3 questions. These are test prep questions. These are important, guys. Whenever I say these are test prep questions, these are important. You can just say 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, A, B, C, D. Answers, you can say 1, 2, 3. Question number 1, 2, 3. Let's see. It's like a quick test for you, whatever we did. If I get the answers to these 3 questions right, you have understood the concept related to the functions. If possible, I'll also do 1.13 and 4, which I left off. I don't know whether I'll have the time, but I really want to do 2.234. Let's see. Oh, wow, that was fast. I don't know the answer. I'll check. I don't have the answer. Huh? Don't know. Advik. They can have multiple answers, you know. It's more of a multiple choice, multi-select is what I gave you.
Oh, they could have more than one answer. Okay.
So part of your answers are correct, but
Sorry, but could you zoom in on the third one? I can't see the second.
absolutely I can. The third question is what you wanted to be zoomed in, Sushant?
Yeah.
Sure, sorry. No, you have to ask. If that's not clear, you have to ask. Absolutely fine. I'll do it here. Does that make sense?
Okay, yeah, that's better. Thank you.
There are multiple answers. So for some of the questions, there are multiple answers. Ashrita, what is the answer for the first one you've written?
I wrote the first answer. Oh, wait, there's multiple answers?
Yeah, some of them. I don't know which one you have to choose.
Oh, okay.
All are multiple. I can't say all. It is multiple choice, multi-select. For me, I take it as a quick test. Akash, I don't think so. Akash, the second one of the first answer is not right. In the second, the first one is not right. You have to be careful, guys. Okay, that's what yeah. Advik, second answer, second one, right? There is more to it. See, these sort of questions will be asked. See, basic equations, it's easy when you think about it. But when you work it out, right, it becomes a little complicated. It's not hard. So the thing is, it basically uses concepts that we already learned, but we are not discussing now. That's when the problem comes. So here, I will do 2, okay? So 1 by 2 is the first term of the sequence, right? 1 by 2, this is geometric sequence, huh? So multiply by 4, multiply by 4, correct. So multiply by 4. So definitely this is not the answer, this is not the answer. That itself tells me. But when you multiply by 4, power of n minus 1. Okay, so this is correct. But let's see how to do this. 1 by 2, this can be written as 4 power of n divided by 4. So that is written as 1 by 8. I can write it as 1 by 8 4 power of n. So this is my answer. Is this my answer? No. I don't know. Even if I take this, see n plus 3, they've taken the kth term as this. If that is the case, I'll start with 8. 4 power of n minus 3 should have been there. So this is not the answer. Any questions? Advik, did you see why?
Yeah, I realized.
Okay. Akash, did you get it, Akash? Not at all a problem, Akash, but as long as you understand, I don't mind at all. 4 and 3. First one is also not correct, right, Akash? Oh my God. Ashrita, 2 and 5, 2 and 5 are the correct answers, ma. Similarly, the first one is not correct, Ashrita. Sahil, what did you get? Parvini, correct. 2 and 5, correct. Cheryl got it. Good job, Cheryl. Pranav. The second one is 2 and 5, right, Pranav? Pranav.
Yeah.
Lopa, where are your answers, ma? Akash, correct. Lopa, Siddhi, Shri. I'm going to wait for your answers. Sahil, did you get it?
I don't understand. Can you
Yeah, please. What is that you didn't understand? Tell me.
how to write the formula?
Did you understand the second one?
Yes.
The first one, right? So I will go with A1 as 10. Okay. I need to write out the AN formula. AN will be equal to, if I start with the kth term 1, D times N minus K, right? We'll put it out as K. Okay. Now the thing is, what is K? 2 minus 10 is minus 8. Minus 6 minus 2 is minus 8 is my common difference. So 10 minus 8, n minus 1. So if I simplify that, 10 minus 8n plus 8. So it should be 18 minus 8n. This is correct. Does that make sense? However, 10 minus 8 n minus 1, this is as well correct because the first one is the same as this. The fourth one is the same as the simplified version. Now this is 18 minus 18. 18 minus 18, this is incorrect. 18 minus 18, this is incorrect. When you simplify this, minus 8 plus 10n minus 10 will be minus 18 plus 10n. That seems incorrect because I should have gotten 18 minus 8n. That is only correct. This is incorrect. If you simplify this, it will become 2 minus 8n minus 16, which is minus 14 minus 8n, which is not at all correct. So this is incorrect, incorrect. Make sense, Siddhi?
Yes.
Ashrita, how about you?
Yeah, I got it.
First term of an arithmetic sequence is 4. Common difference of the sequence is 3. What is the seventh term of the sequence? Quickly, you can finish this. 7. First term, second term, third, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? 10, 13. This easy they won't give. 16, 19. What is that? 22. Can I move on? Okay. So we should have covered these last week. Okay. It was, I think I feel like I took away your time. Let's see. Let me move on. Now, we are going to discuss the relationship between linear functions and arithmetic sequences. exponential function and geometric sequences. So let's try to write out a formula for that. I'm going to write, okay, I'm going to first compare. Where is my? What is going on, guys? Am I sharing my screen or no? No. Okay, that's the deal. Okay. Now let's go ahead here. Now I'm going to compare first arithmetic sequences with linear functions. How am I going to compare arithmetic sequences with linear functions? Now A0 will be equal to, I'm sorry, nth term will be A0 plus Dn. Any questions on this? Any questions on this? So now let me write out what is my initial value here. I put out my initial value to be A0, right? And then common difference, can I say, instead of calling as the common difference, what is the constant rate of change? Can I say that? What is the constant rate of change? Constant rate of change is here. Constant rate of change means the change is always D, right? Now, how do I write my f of x for a linear function? Mx plus b, correct? Do you see that? M represents the constant change. See, it's so similar, okay? Now, let me write this in a b plus mx. So that way it really exactly mirrors it. So you see, A0 can be compared, I'm sorry. A0, correct. A0 is your initial value. B is what? B is your y-intercept. Y-intercept is what? The graph value when x equal to 0. That is the 0th term. And M represents the constant rate of change. N is your input. X is your input. Any questions on that? Any questions on that? Okay. Now, let's consider the kth term formula. How do you write the kth term formula? We will compare that. Now, an will be equal to a0 plus d times n minus k. See how nicely it resembles. For a linear function, I'm going to write out the point slope form. What is the point slope form? Y2 minus y1. Instead of writing that, okay, let me write it down. Y2 minus y1 equal to m times x2 minus x1. However, here I will write kth term formula, right? Now, I can write down this as y2 will be equal to y1 plus m times x2 minus x1. So what does it mean here? Y2 is our nth term. This meaning second value, second y point, right? So that is our nth term. You have been given the first y coordinate. Common difference is your rate of change. Now, n minus k means the last input minus the kth input. The last input minus the first input. Make sense, guys? How similar they are. Do you all understand? Lopa, are you following?
Yes, I am.
Lopa?
Yeah, I'm following. My internet connection is a little bit bad right now. So
What, ma?
my internet is kind of bad right now, so it's kind of like lagging.
Okay, so let's go ahead with exponential versus geometric sequences. Okay, I told you about arithmetic sequences, right? So I'm going to go ahead and show you exponential. I'm sorry, guys. This is geometric sequence I should have written. Geometric sequence, exponential function. So same, guys. But please see the remarkable similarity. Now here, I will write nth term using two formulas, right? The 0th term times r power of n. Kth term formula and g of n, gn will be equal to kth term r power of n minus k. Similarly, this for exponential function would be what? Exponential function would be, let's say we will write down as a b power of x, right? So let's write that down. Here we will write it down as a b power of x. So we will write f of x will be equal to a b power of x. Remember, this is a b power of x. Now here a was your initial value, right? B power of x. X is your input. That is why it goes to your exponent. When x goes to your exponent, it becomes your exponential function. Similarly, for this is when you're given the kth term, right? How do we match it with our geometric sequence? Let's see. So we will say the first value, right? F of x will be equal to the first value. This is gk, right? What do I do? y1, y2, right? So gk will be your kth term. So I will write it down as y1 r, this would be written as r power of x minus x1, correct guys? R power of x minus x1, the common ratio, r power of x minus x. Any questions here? This is your y value. This is your y value. So y will be equal to known value of x1, y1. So they are very similar. When you compare geometric sequence with your exponential function, they are exactly similar, be it any formula, be it zero term based formula or the kth term based formula, it will be exactly similar. Now, let's go ahead and try. How about this? Gn equal to 2, let's say Gn will be equal to 2 times 3 power of n. One thing, remember guys, for any exponential function, right, you can write a b power of nth term, meaning function, exponential function can literally be written a b power of x, right? Here there are important constraints. I really want you guys to understand. A b power of x means here b, what is the constraint on b for an exponential function? What is the constraint on b? What is the constraint on b, meaning what is the restriction on b? Any thoughts? B cannot be 0 or can some restrictions will be there, right? What is the constraint on b? Guys, you'll have to come up with it. I'm not going to say. Guys, what is the constraint on b, guys? Sahil, you tell me, what is the constraint on b? What can b value be?
I don't know.
Okay, guys, a b power of x, right? E of Akash, what is the constraint on b, Akash, usually on an exponential function? Exponential growth or decay. Let's consider exponential growth or exponential decay. These are the functions, right? So how can the value of b be? Meaning
Like you
initial
mean on
Mhm.
exponential growth, it's greater than 1?
Exactly. So b can be greater than 1 or what?
Greater than equal to 1?
Can it be equal to 1? Okay, let's do that.
Wait,
Yeah,
if
let's
it's
do
equal
this.
to 1, oh, no, it's a constant if it's equal to 1.
Exactly. So b, if it is equal to 1, what happens? See, always will be 1. So your exponential function is always equal to a. Let's say this is a. Your exponential function is always equal to a, that becomes a constant function. So it clearly says b can't be equal to 1. So what other restrictions can you, so b can't be equal to 1. We already have one restriction. What else can it be? It can be what? Greater than 1. So a gets multiplied by 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, goes on getting multiplied by 2. How many x's are there? Meaning nth value, it will go till n. Whatever n we put, so many ratios are multiplied to the initial value, right? So it can be greater than 1. It is not equal to 1. But can it be between 0 and 1? If it is between 0 and 1, what happens to the function Krish? A is getting multiplied by 0 0.5, 0 0.5, 0 0.5. Krish, what happens when B value is between 0 and 1? The B value is between 0 and 1.
Then
Type of,
it's
what type of a function will that be? You go, okay, let's say you have a number 4. You go on multiplying by 0 0.5, 0 0.5, 0 0.5.
it's
What?
decreasing.
Yep, it's an exponential decay function. So b value can be greater than 0. It can either be between 0 and 1 or it can be greater than 1. If it is between 0 and 1, then it is like this. You are multiplying some number by a fraction, 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 fraction. So it will go on decreasing. You are multiplying a number by 2. Keep on multiplying a number by 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Its value goes on increasing. Suppose you keep multiplying it by a fraction, it becomes 1. Then it becomes what? 1 by 4. Then it becomes 1 by 16. It goes on decreasing. This is an exponential decay. This is an exponential growth. So Shank, you're following?
Miss Priya,
Yes, ma.
then can b be equal to 0?
What happens if b is equal to 0? You tell me.
Oh, the function goes to 0.
The function is just this,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Then it's not an exponential function, correct?
yeah.
So what can I say? B is greater than 0 is a restriction on an exponential function, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, so do you understand how to find out whether the function is linear? Linear means it will be of the format y equal to mx plus b. Let me erase and write. Y equal to mx plus b. Exponential means a b power of x. X becomes an exponent. X exponent is 1. Then it is linear. X becomes an exponent. It is an exponential function. Okay, now it can be exponential growth or it can be exponential decay. Right? It cannot be negative. What happens? What will happen if it is negative? It will be positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative. Why? Because if it is negative, let's say it's a -2, it will go ahead. If x is 1, it will result in a negative number. If x is 2, it will result in a positive number. So the values will go from positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative. Then it will not be an exponential function at all. So b can't be less than 0. So overall, the main constraint is b has to be greater than 0. Any questions? Any questions on that? Okay. Now let's go ahead and try. Suppose if you're given 2, 1, 3, 4, 4, 16. Let me finish this, guys, and then let you go. 2, 1, 3, 4, 4, 16. 3, 4, 4, 16. In this scenario, can you tell me what function is this? You can say linear, exponential, or neither. Linear, exponential, or neither? Which one is it?
I'll type in the chat.
Yeah, you can type in the chat. Let me definitely finish this and let you go, please. Yeah, I really want to cover 2 more problems before you go. And then do test prep questions. Done. This is not hard, right? Yes, that is exponential. Oh, sorry, I just saw your message, Parvini. Don't worry. Just leave your video on and go. Adri, correct.
Okay.
Siddhi, correct. Shri, I didn't get your answer. Krish, correct.
I'm submitting right now.
Pranav, correct. Now you know what I'm going to say. Okay, let's say a linear function passes through 3781. Linear function passes through a linear function. This is an exponential function. A linear function passes through 3781. These are the points, huh? Yeah, 3781. Now, can we write the equation? I will do this, guys. You can do the test prep directly. Now, write the equation of this function. Write equations. You will write it in point slope form because you have been given 2 points, right? So this is x1 comma y1. This is x2 comma y2. So I will go ahead and write it in point slope form. What I'll do, you have to find the slope first, right? M will be equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. So what you'll do, y2 minus y1, 1 minus 7 divide by 8 minus 3, which will be minus 6 by 5. Is that what you're all getting? Yup, minus 6 by 5. Okay, now slope and then what? What else do you need to find? That's it, right? So, so I will write y will be equal to, I will write y, so the equation is written as y minus y1. So x minus x1 plus y1. Now y1 and x1 are points. You can choose either of the points. If you chose that, y will be equal to minus 6 by 5. I can write it out as x minus x1. So what do I do? What do I write there? Can I write it as x minus 8? Let me choose this point. X minus 8 and then plus 1. Can I do this? Any questions here in writing this? It's easy, right? Okay.
Miss Priya,
Yama?
isn't the y equal to, that's like y2 and then the other one is y1, right?
Yeah, so you can either write it out as y equal to m times x1 minus x. This would be y1 minus y. Make sense? If I put it this way, y minus y1 equal to m times x minus x1. Both will get negated. That's all. Did I make sense?
I'm a little confused.
Okay, where are you confused? Tell me.
Okay, I thought it would be like 1 equals to negative 6/5 x minus 8 plus 7. Cause
Oh, but I want y and x in my equation, right? Don't substitute both the points, right? You will not have anything.
oh,
You see
okay.
what I mean? For my equation, I have to maintain one point as x and y. Whichever point you want, you can choose. You got it, Ma?
Okay. Yeah, I got it.
Okay. Now, let's say an I'll take another 5 minutes of your time, guys. Please do. An exponential function passes through, even this one I will do. The next problem I want you to do and then leave. 2 comma 5 and 4 comma 12. 2 comma 5 and 4 comma 12. 2 comma 5, 4 comma 12. Now I want to write the equation of this function. How to write out the equation of this function? Considering that my initial value is 5. Considering that my initial value, or I will write it out as initial value is 5. Let's say my initial value is 5. I have to find out first the common ratio, right? So how do I find my common ratio? I'm given 2 points, right? So I will go ahead and substitute the 2 points. So let me go ahead and substitute it and find out. Here, see, 2, 3, 4. You see, meaning there are two common ratios in here between these two, right? So if I take this as my first point, right? So let me substitute that. 5 is my starting value. Let's say, what is my common difference? How many common differences between these two? There are two common differences, right? 5 b times b was multiplied, meaning some number was multiplied with this, and again that number was multiplied, meaning 5 was multiplied with a number, again it was multiplied with the same number to get the next value, right? Right? So here, what do I do? This was a 12. So 12 was obtained by multiplying 5 with a number and again with the same number. Why? Because between this there is a 3, 2, 3, 4, right? So two common ratios were there. So now b square will be equal to 12 by 5. B will be equal to square root of 12 by 5. Now I have to plug it back into our equation. I know the common difference, common ratio is square root of 12 by 5. What is the initial value? Initial value, I took it as 5. So when you write the equation, see, this is a little tricky to see at least initially. Now, when I want to write the equation of the function, right? So f of x will be equal to my initial value 5 square root of 12 by 5. Now, power, how do I write this? Here, see, you're going to use the kth term. You'll have to be a little careful here. You are going to use the kth term because you're given the second term of the sequence, the fourth term of the sequence, right? So how will you write? Let me go back and do the G0Gn. You're going to forget if I use AB power of x. So instead of this, remember what we were doing? Gn will be equal to the zeroth term or the first term if I use, or the kth term if I use, b power of n minus k we were using. This was based on the zeroth term. Here we have the second term of the sequence. So I'll put down 5 is our second term of the sequence. So 5 is our second term of the sequence, r power of n minus 2. So r power of n minus 2. Otherwise, if I take this is my, I can as well substitute that, no problem. So if I want to write out the nth term, I can as well use this. How do I write it? The first value is 12. If I take the first value as 12, square root of 12 by 5, then n minus 4. Make sense? Cheryl, am I making sense?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, guys. I will give you one more and then let you go. Okay. That will be the last. Let's see. Just the test prep questions. Let's see. How about this? If you're able to do this, great, guys. I don't want you to use a calculator now, but just try doing this one problem and you can leave. How about this? This one is a good one. This is an arithmetic sequence. We'll just do this one problem and then we'll leave. The third term of a sequence is 5 and the fifth term of a sequence is 20. Of the following, which statement is true? There can be multiple answers. If you consider that there are two common differences, you can either consider there are two common differences or you can consider there are two common ratios. Because the third and the fifth, the third and the fifth term is given, right? So there has to be either two common difference or two common ratios. Can we try that? If you can answer this, we can go. If you didn't understand, you have to wait. Sahil, did you answer? I don't get it. Uh, how? How, Siddhi? I don't see that correct. Yes, Pranav, you can leave. Akash, you can leave. Sahil, you can leave. Great. Advik, you can leave.
Is my answer
Yes. Siddhi, correct, Siddhi. Good job.
is my answer correct?
Shragvi, yes, Sushank. Shragvi, one of your answer is incorrect. You want to check which one? You're almost there. Shragvi, the only problem is add 5 and 7.5. What happens? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 12.5. To the 12.5, you add.
So is D the right answer?
Oh, both are coming correctly. Is that what you think, Shragvi?
Yeah.
Okay. But did we do it correctly? I don't know. Let's see. Let's see. I'll work with you. Wait. Lopa correct, ma. Krish correct. I'm waiting for you. I'll help you. Okay. Shragvi says, I don't know what is going on, Shragvi. Let's see. Third term of the sequence is 5, the fifth term of the sequence. So this is what is given. Fifth term. I'm assuming it's an arithmetic sequence per your answer. Okay. The fourth term could be 7.5. Really? Is it right? That doesn't seem right. You see, ma, between these two, there were two common differences, right? 20 minus 5, 15. So the common difference should have been 7.5. Correct, ma? Now, A3 is 5 means what is A4? 5 plus 7.5. Correct, ma? A4 itself can't be 7.5, right, ma? It's just that reading. You read this, yeah, you're correct. 7.5 you calculated. That is a common difference. But that itself can't be the fifth term. Fourth term. Fourth term has to be 5 plus 7.5. Make sense? Okay, bye-bye. But you understood. Bye-bye.
Miss Priya,
Yes, ma.
I need help.
Yeah, sure. Cheryl, correct, ma. You can leave.
Miss Priya, is
Ashrita.
my answer
Yes,
correct?
Ashrita. Good job, Ashrita. How are you doing in school, Ashrita? Ashrita, how are you doing in school? Okay, Shri, did you get it?
I'm doing okay in school.
Oh, what is that? Okay means is it?
For 1.1 to 1.3, we had a mastery 2, and I didn't do great on it because